a whole were utterly incapable of dealing with any of the downsides of mass immigration and failed integration. And in that, I mentioned the heroic former Labour MP, Anne Cryer, who was a constituency Labour MP for one of the areas where parents had come to her saying what had happened to their daughters. I mean, stories so lurid and appalling that we probably couldn't actually get into the details here. And Anne Cryer, after identifying that in about 2009 and trying to raise the alarm, was not only smeared as an Islamophobe, this is a lifelong left-wing working-class Labour MP, was not only smeared as an Islamophobe and a racist, but required police protection for a period. So this attempt to shoot the messenger, almost literally, was something that has been a consistent aspect of this story. And when I see people now talking about this story and trying to get onto the Tommy Robinson part of it, I can't help thinking it's yet another deflection. Tommy Robinson is a man from a working class background in Luton. There are many things to be said in favour of him and what he's done. There's many things to be said criticising some of his tactics and some of his words and much more. But essentially, he is one of a quite large number, actually, not to be underestimated, a large number of working class people in this country who saw this happen to relatives of theirs, who had girls in their families who were drugged and raped by Muslim gangs. And when they went to the police, they didn't get any help. When they went to the council, they didn't get any help. When they went to their MPs, generally they didn't get any help. If they organised a protest movement, so-called anti-fascist groups would immediately say, far right, because of course, if you're working class in our country and you don't like the mass rape of young white girls, you're of course necessarily must be a Nazi. All of this was done to make it utterly impossible for anybody to discuss this, and particularly to crack down as hard as possible on anyone who was white and working class and felt voiceless. And instead of giving these people any sympathy or any hearing, most of the media, most of the political class turned away. And I'm afraid what we've been seeing in recent days is one perfectly predictable repercussion of that. You can keep a scandal this big down for only so long. And of course, there are Labour MPs and others at the moment who are saying, but don't